Hi, it's Cheri back. I talked earlier today on a live chat about gauges of looms. Why is the gauge of the loom so important? Easiest way I can show you is with three looms. They're rectangular looms. This one has spacings of 6/16 of an inch or 10 millimeters, and that's going from center to center. If I were to measure that, oops, sorry about that. Here is it goes, if I put the 10 millimeter right here in the center, it goes it goes a little past the 11. But I'm only going to call it 10 millimeters, when it might be more like 11. Or 6/16, each one of these little, it's 3/8 or 6/16. Another rectangular loom. This one is 1/4 inch or 4/16 compared to 6, 8 millimeters compared to 10. And then I have an ultra fine. This one measures 3/16 and 5 millimeters. Each one of these areas on each loom is 36 pegs side by side. It's not the number of pegs, it's the spacing of the pegs that makes the biggest difference. Let me see if I can zoom this out a little bit. There we go. Now if I were to hold my 8 millimeter and 10 millimeter pegs, I think you can start to see if these two line up. They line up again here, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pegs versus 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs. And you can see the insides. This one, which is the 5 millimeter pegs, I will line up the first ones on the edges. They're so slippery and slick, they rub against each other. And this one, where this one has 1, 2, 3 pegs, and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs to do the same. And you can look and see on the inside how much difference there is. So when you're asking how many pegs do I use, it's not always the number of pegs, because I could tell you to use 36 pegs and it would be this big, which is 4.5 inches. And this one, basically the same, is only 2.5 inches. So gauges of your loom is important. I'm going to see if I can do this real quick. I want to take all of these off. It's not going to be very fast. I will have to add to this one, if I can, and show you the difference. See how big versus this one is only this big. And I haven't knitted this one enough to show you, but again, you can see the inside diameter differences. I'm just going to tuck that inside. See? Here is the big one, goes clear out to here. This one goes to here, and this is the small one. If I were to line up, these edges are pretty much lined up. Here's where the small one ends. Alright, happy looming. Hopefully this helps you with what everybody talks about, or helps you understand what people are talking about when they ask the gauge of your loom. Very fine gauge, a fine gauge, medium gauge, and of course your round looms, which are a large gauge. Actually, on this gauge loom right here, I did this. Okay, it kind of comes out square, but watch this. I stretch it a little bit, and it pretty much eliminates that squarish look, just like that. And this yarn, okay, these three yarns are all the same. This one is a finer yarn. There will be some remnant of that squarish look, but once you stretch it a few times, pull it both directions, stretch it top to bottom, stretch it side to side, and it's no longer the squarish look. Thank you all. Happy looming. See you later.